Welcome back to the program. Let's bring you more stories. Challenging Heights has petitioned the Africa Continental Free Trade Area over human trafficking and modern-day slavery in the supply chains of after participating companies. The petition, which was submitted to the AFCFTA Secretary General, is urging the organization to institute mechanisms that would identify and address issues of child and forced labor, among other human rights violations.
The African Continental Free Trade Area is the world's largest free trade agreement, creating a single market for goods and services for almost 1.3 billion people across Africa. The trade area has an estimated combined gross domestic product of around $3.4 trillion. The agreement is intended to deepen the economic integration of Africa. However, achieving its full potential depends on significant policy reforms and trade facilitation measures among the signatory nations. In the views of Challenging Heights, there is the need for stringent measures on human trafficking, slavery, forced and child labor, among other human rights issues.
This is a laudable idea, but we believe that the AFCFTA initiative may not realize its goals if the AFCFTA countries do not take initiative to enact laws to enforce due diligence in supply chains of the companies that are participating in those countries.
Executive Director of the organization, James Kofi Annan, also spoke about some consequences if the continent does not address issues about human rights violations.
Many of those countries that we may be doing business with have enacted due diligence laws within their supply chains, and in those countries they are demanding that any company that does business with the companies of those countries should have policies in place and should have taken steps in addressing issues within their supply chain. With after countries or after companies not having any diligence laws might hamper the goals of AFCFTA.
12 years ago, the United Nations published the UN Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights. The publication contains the guiding principles on business and human rights, implementing the United Nations Protect, Respect, and Remedy framework. It details concrete and actionable steps for government and companies to meet to protect human rights in company operations, and it provides remedies if human rights violations occur.